Good afternoon, everyone. This is 2223 here with our very first episode of Card Sharks here on my YouTube channel. And today our contestants are going to be Organics and IcyOshawottz. So I'm going to now explain to you the rules of how Card Sharks works. The object of the game is to correctly predict whether the next card is higher or lower than the one preceding it. And you will be working with a row of 5 cards. Now, before you have an opportunity to play the cards, you must answer first a high-low trivia question, and I will continue to explain the rules as we go along. So, good luck to both players. Let's get started with the very first question, and here it is. The first question is to Organics. We asked 100 married women, if your husband started to go bald, would you encourage him to wear a toupee? How many said they would encourage him, Organics?
Ooh. I'm going to go with 33.
33 out of 100 would say that they would encourage him. Now, Icy, do you think that the actual answer is higher or lower than 33 people?
Lower.
Lower than 33, okay? If it is lower, Icy, you will have control of the cards. And if it's not lower, Organics has control. If at any time you get the answer exactly right, you get a 100 rupee bonus, all right? So let's see what happens here. The actual number of married women who said they would encourage him is 21. Icy, you're right.
Yeah.
It is lower. Well done. So, we're going to take a look at your first card, and you will have the option to change it if you don't like it. Your first card is a 9. Do you want to change your card?
Yes.
Good idea. That is not a very good card. So now your 9 becomes a 5. It's a better card. So now, is this card higher or lower than a 5?
Higher.
Higher than a 5. Now, I want to remind you, if it is another 5, you lose. It has to be higher than a 5. Oh, and by the way, aces are high. Let's see if you're right. Higher than a 5? It's an ace! Now, before you continue, I know what you want to do, but I do want to explain the next portion of the game. You have an ace. If you want to, you can freeze, and that would keep your opponent away from the cards, and it would protect your position. Because if you make a mistake, you go all the way back to your original base card, which is the 5, and Organics would have a shot at the cards. So what do you want to do with that ace?
Lower.
Lower than an ace? It's a 10. All right. Now what do you want to do? Play it or freeze? You're 2 cards away from your first win.
Lower.
He's going to play on. Let's see if he's right. Is it lower than the 10? It's a 5. You're now 1 card away. You can either decide to go all the way, and if you're right, you win the first game of the match. But if you're wrong, you go all the way back to the first 5. What do you want to do, Icy?
I'm going to risk it. Let's go higher than that 5.
If it is higher, he wins game number 1 of the match. Is he right? He's right. It's a 6. You win the game. How about that? First question, and he runs the cards. All right, so we're going to deal a new set of cards. By the way, it takes 2 games to win the championship. And if you win the championship, you go on to play the money cards for a shot at up to 32,000 rupees and a brand new car. So, Icy, you've got 1 game, which means Organics. You got to win this game to stay alive. First question is to Icy. We asked 100 male chauvinists, if your 5-year-old son were playing with a Betsy Wetsy doll, would you make him stop? How many said they would make him stop, Icy?
I'm going to go 62.
62 out of 100. Okay, Organics, is the actual answer higher or lower than 62?
Ooh, I'm going to go higher.
Higher than 62. The number of male chauvinists who said they would make him stop is 57. It is not higher, it is lower. Icy has control of the cards. And Icy, your first card is a deuce. What are you going to do? You're not going to change it.
Higher.
He's going to go higher. Is it higher than a 2? It's a 4. All right, you got a 4. What do you want to do now?
Higher than the 4.
Higher than a 4? It's a king. Now what do you want to do with that?
Lower.
Lower than a king? It's a 3.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Sorry for this, Organics, but I'm going to say lower than that king.
It's a 3 actually.
Oh. Whoops. Well, that could have ended quickly. Higher than the 3.
All right.
Higher than the 3.
If it is higher than a 3, you have won the game and the match. Higher than a 3, it's a queen. You have won the game and the match.
Well.
That was quick. I don't believe it. Wow.
Good thing, Seth.
He ran the
Indeed,
cards
organics.
twice. I tell you what, you had such great cards. So Icy gets to go on to play the money cards. So let's explain how this works. First of all, you won 200 rupees for winning the match, which is yours to keep no matter what. Now we're going to give you some new money to play with. You're going to have 200 rupees to start with. And on the bottom row, you're going to have 3 cards that you can bet your money on. At the end of that row, we move the card up to the next row, and we'll give you another 400 rupees in betting money. And you'll have 3 more cards to bet on. Now, the minimum bet is 50 rupees, and keep in mind you must bet in 50 rupee increments until you get to the top card, which is the big bet. When you get to the big bet, you must wager at least half the money. Now, in addition to the regular cards, hidden in the deck are 2 jokers. And if you find one of the jokers, it gives you an extra chance at winning a brand new car. Now, for winning the game, we give you 1 joker, so you'll have at least 1 opportunity. Icy, you have 200 rupees, and your first card is a king. How much do you want to bet? Oh, by the way, you can change your card once per line by using one of the 3 spare cards that are there. So if you see a card that you don't like at any time in the row, you can change it once per row, including the top line of the big bet. Your first card is a king, and you have 200 rupees. What would you like to do? You want to play it, right?
Of course.
Okay, and you have 200 rupees. How much would you like to bet?
I'll bet 150.
150, and you want it higher or lower?
Lower.
All right, lower than a king. Now, by the way, in this round, if it's another king, it is you don't win or lose. It's a push. 150 rupees, lower than a king. It's a 9. Okay, you have 350 rupees, Icy, and a 9, and you can change it if you want.
Let's go ahead and change the 9.
Okay, do you want card 1, card 2, or card 3?
Let's go with card 2.
Card 2. All right, let's see if we can get a good change for you. The 9 now becomes a queen. 350 rupees on a queen. What?
Let's do 100 lower than a queen.
100 rupees. Lower than a queen. Let's see if he's right. Is it lower than a queen? It's a 6. You now have 450 rupees and a 6, and you have to play it. How many rupees would you like to bet on that 6?
Let's do another 100 higher than the 6.
Higher than a 6 for 100 rupees. Is he right? No, it was a 4. So you're down to 350 rupees. However, we take the 4 up to the next row. I'm going to give you another 400 rupees of betting money. You now have 750 rupees and a 4. And now you can change your card if you want to. But 4 is a pretty good card, though. Do you want to keep the 4?
I'll keep the 4.
Okay. You have 750 rupees. How much would you like to bet?
300.
And higher or lower?
Higher.
300 rupees. Is it higher than a 4? Oh no, it's a 3. I can't believe it. You're down to 450 rupees, but you now have a 3. Only 1 card can beat you. You have 450. What would you like to do, Icy?
You know, at this point, it's almost like I should do all or nothing, but instead I'm going to do 250 higher than the 3.
All right, he's going to go 250. He's going to hold something back just in case a deuce comes up. 250 rupees. Is it higher than a 3? It's a joker. A joker. That is good because that gives you another chance of winning the car. Now, by the way, jokers are not wild. They do not represent wild cards. So we put that 3 back. Do you still want to go with 250 as the bet?
Yes.
Okay. 250 again. Is it higher than a 3? It's a 9. You now have 700 rupees and a 9, and you can change the card if you'd like.
Let's change that 9 for card number 3.
Card number 3. Come on, we got to see a good change here. 700 rupees, and now that 9 becomes 0 and 8. Oh, that is the worst card in the deck, and you got to play it. 700 rupees and an 8. What would you like to bet?
50 rupees lower than the 8.
All right, you're going to go with the minimum bet and hope that it's a good card. 50 rupees, lower than an 8. It's a 2! You're right. That is perfect. You have 750 rupees. Up goes the 2. You have to bet at least 400 rupees, but I got a feeling I know what you're going to bet. You have a 2, 750 rupees. What is your big bet?
750 higher than that 2.
Absolutely. There's no way you can lose. The worst that can happen is that it's another 2, but let's not even think about that. All of it. 750 rupees. Higher than a 2. It's an ace. You did it. 1,500 rupees. Well
Whoa.
done. Very well done. You had some tough cards in there, but you managed to get 1,500 rupees. So now, with the 200 in the game, you have 1,700 rupees, and now you have a chance to win a brand new car. And this is how the car game is going to work. I have 7 cards here. Behind one of them says car. And if you can find that car, you're going to win an old school car. And today it is a Chevrolet Sprint worth 6,888 rupees. So I want you to tell me, where is that car? Give me a number between 1 and 7. You have 2 chances.
I'm going to start off in the middle with 4.
Okay, and what else would you like?
And 7.
4 and 7. Okay, we're going to reveal the cards and find out if you've won the car. Is the car behind card number 4? It is! You won the car! How about that?
What?
Amazing! Absolutely amazing! The car was indeed behind car number 4. And so in just one game, I see you've won 8,588 rupees. And we're going to have 2 new contestants play right after this. Don't go away.